That's right, y'all. We are the Brothers of Brass, y'all. Right here, the B.O.B. from 303, y'all. The Brothers of Brass, y'all. The B.O.B. from 303. Hey, everybody, welcome Armando. Say, hey, Armando. One more time, y'all can do better than that. Hey, Armando. Let's get this party rolling, y'all. Thank y'all for having a good time, y'all. Thank y'all for doing this. Y'all have to take time out y'all day to do this. We appreciate everything y'all doing. Thank you.
Eric.
1 second, y'all. We trying to figure out our sound real fast. Hold on.
run when the police come. Said nobody run when the police come. Said nobody run when the police come. 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 Brothers and Brass Band from Denver, Colorado.
I remember you.
Oh, what up? Yo, raise your hand if you've seen us before. Brothers of Brass Band somewhere in Denver. Yeah, a lot of new people. That's cool. So we can play all the old shit. That's great. Thank you. Did some market research here. Yo, this is a new crowd. We can play whatever. We've been co-opting pretty much all of our music, remaking it into movement music, rewriting lyrics, writing lyrics just to get people to sing along. Because, you know, that's what we're out here to do, you know, play the musical for us. I know there's been some controversy about the role of music and musicians, and you know, the party atmosphere. You know, there's like some confusion about, you know, some people feel like we're being treated as a festival, a music festival, and you know, it's not focused on the movement. So people are constantly out here reminding you what we're out here to do. And what we're out here to do is, you know, build a better world, build a new world, build a better world. And, you know, we're looking for justice. No justice, no peace. That's right. No racist police. No racist policies, no racist legislation. End qualified immunity for police. Senate Bill 2217 to end qualified immunity. The End Qualified Immunity Act. Please look it up. 2217. Y'all say that with me? 2217. 2217.
2217.
2217.
Make that your pin number or some shit, because that's what we need to do. All right, so we have a song that we're working on. We've been filming a music video out here. It's a song called Street Politics, and we actually wrote it quite a while ago regarding our own experience with racist police across the country, doing street music tours. So we go around the country, follow big bands, big amphitheaters, and we'll play music outside of these amphitheaters. And you know, police around the country do not take a liking to us. You know, we've had in Louisville where Breonna Taylor was killed. We had an act of police aggression against us. They almost put my boy Khalil over there in handcuffs. He was ill at the time. He was sick, and he's an asthmatic, if you can believe that, on tuba. And he was sick, and he couldn't hurt a fly, you know. And this cop, you know, was about to put cuffs on him just for asking questions about where we could play on the street, where was legal, and they, you know, get the cuffs out. They were swarming us. We have video of it, swarmed by cops, you know, dozens of them. New York, once again, Khalil was put in handcuffs. We had to wait until 3 a.m. to bail him out of the prison. New York City, playing outside of Madison Square Garden on a public sidewalk. They were saying we were obstructing the street, but there's ample room. What's up, Joe? Yeah, so we wrote this song called Street Politics, which I guess we're not going to play right now. Okay, we're going to wait on the trumpet player to play that, but we're going to play that in a little bit, but we got some other music for you. So that's just derailed my whole message. We can do this other song. There you go. But don't shoot. Do what you wanna, but don't shoot. Do what you wanna, but don't shoot. Please do what you wanna, but don't shoot. Do what you wanna, but don't shoot. Hang out you wanna, but don't shoot. Do what you wanna, but don't shoot. Do what you wanna. Everybody needs
y'all. We just have to celebrate and have all the things that we do with us, y'all. Do we have any speakers that want to speak yet? Any speakers yet?
Hey everyone. We are so happy that you guys are here. Thank you to the Brothers of Brass. You guys are seriously so amazing. Can we give them a hand? So we really want to open this space right now in this time for really just anybody to come up and share their thoughts. If you have anything that you would like to share, a story you would like to share with us, you are more than welcome to come on up and share whenever you're ready. We'll leave the mic on. If you want to make a line of people who wanted to speak, just come right over here and we will start sharing stories.
In case you missed what's happening, if you have a story that you want to share, we want to just create room for people to kind of share what's on their heart at this time. Also, we just wanted to share something that kind of just came out in the news, just to so you guys know that what we're doing is important. There are states around the nation, I think Minneapolis or Minnesota is one of them, that are actually like dismantling the police force in response to what's happening. So I just want you guys to know that what we're doing is actually important, and I want to encourage you guys out here, as far as I've seen them today. Things have been peaceful, but this is still important what we're doing. So again, if you want to share a little bit, come over and form a line over here. If not, we're going to move on in a second, but we just want to create space for you to share your story because every story is important today. So.
Hey everybody. I just wanted to take a second to address everybody out here who is working through their own trauma, through their own pain, through their own fear, through their own experiences with police violence and police brutality, whether that's someone you've lost personally or any injury you've occurred yourself. I just want to address how important it is that you're here and how hard it is to show up and to do this. I was assaulted by a cop 4 years ago, and I thought my life was going to be ended in that moment, and I realized it just made me stronger and more ready to fight the fight. So for anybody out there who's struggling and doesn't know that their life matters, I just wanted to say it real loud one time. Everybody on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Black Lives Matter!
This is Eric, and he's going to share next. So Eric, come on up. Give Eric a hand.
I just want to bring attention, within the last week, Elijah McClain, he was walking at night with ski mask on. This person had asthma, or no, not asthma, but anyway, they had a condition, a health condition where they felt cold, and so that's why they were wearing a mask on. Cops were called on them as a suspicious person. That person was later murdered by the police in Aurora. So, don't forget that this happens here. It's not an other place problem, it's a problem here, and it's a problem that we need to fix. And it's not just Denver police, it's Aurora police. There was instances of racial profiling up in Boulder, Colorado. So, just be mindful that this isn't a problem anywhere else, this is a problem here as well.
That's awesome. Thanks, Eric. Anyone else want to come share? Come on over here. Or over there? Yes, great. Also, I'm gonna take a second real quick to shout out someone. She's gonna hate me for this, but Lauren has been back there. She is setting up this sound system. She is helping us so much. And I just want to just thank Lauren publicly because she is doing a lot of work behind the scenes for us. So thank you, Lauren. I love you.
Hello. I'm sure some of you probably see me up here dancing, because I don't know about y'all, I can't hear music and not dance. But I just wanted to take the time to address a specific group of people. So I'm going to start by saying I was sexually assaulted a few years ago. And I know for me, when I was assaulted, I didn't want to be around big groups of people. I didn't want to be touched. I didn't want anyone in my space. And statistically, if you look at it and you think about it, I'm going to read you guys a statistic from RAIN.org. Every 73 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted. So look around, 1 in 4 women. That means there's people out here who have been sexually assaulted. And I want to say that I know, especially for black women, that it is hard to wake up in the morning and be black. It's really hard. And it's also really hard to wake up in the morning, be black, and then also be wondering if someone's going to assault you today because you've been assaulted in the past. So I want to take the time to thank anybody out there, I don't want to single anyone out, who has been sexually assaulted, that's male or female. I want to take the time to thank you guys for coming out because I know it's hard to be in groups of people, but you're still out here and you're still supporting us. So thank you so much for your support. And I also just want to say, anybody, if you have been sexually assaulted, you know, I'm here. You know what I mean? You'll see me dancing around. If you want to come talk to me, if you just want to hug, like, come over. I'm here. I got you. I've been through it, and so I know how hard it is. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Black Lives Matter. And I don't know if anybody else would like to speak.
Well, okay, so my name is Chris. I am an Italian American from New York. And what I just wanted to say to everyone is that if you have family members that try to rebuttal your claims of trying to like fight the system, continue to fight them. Continue to try to change their minds. Continue to try to get their minds to where you are right now. In my opinion, I think it's very important to rebuttal your opposing side. I have a lot of family members that do not understand what I'm fighting for. And I think it's important to everyone to try to get them to understand where you're coming from. Black lives definitely do matter. And that's just how I feel. I'm into it. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. And I'm here to fight with you. I am an ally. I am here to fight with you forever. And I thank you all. Thank you.
Cool, we're gonna have just a few more go over. My man there in the Hawaiian shirt is gonna be the last one for right now. Sorry, bro. We're gonna have another time of this later though. So they're gonna go up, be really brief, and the Brothers of Brass are gonna come up and play one more time. So keep engaged. Thank you guys for being here.
On the same topic that my friend Chris shared, my name's Kara, and I'm from Arkansas. So what that means is I grew up in a really interesting situation when it came to race, and I'm not going to go on and on about stories from that time other than to say that we invited black people to church, and they voted, the church voted to say whether or not black people could come, and the church split in half when we agreed that black people could come. And so I only say that to say that I'm one of those white people that thinks, oh, I don't have any like racist ideals. I don't have any of this going on. And so just going to tell you a brief story for my white people out there, especially those of you that are talking to your parents and family members, of something that happened to me in my 30s. Well into thinking, oh yeah, I'm dating black guys, I'm not a racist, any of these things, right? You think it's so far removed from you and there's nothing you can do to help. Well, I was living in San Francisco. I was at a Giants game and there were 3 black guys behind me. We were all cutting up and laughing. And one of them was about to go to grad school in Michigan. And I said, oh my God, because I had just done this big road trip, of course, from Colorado to San Francisco. I said, you've got to do this road trip. Here are all these places you have to go. And he just looked at me, he just like this. And I said, what? And he said, you think that's a good idea? To drive through middle America with this? And that was the first time my privilege slapped me in the face. And so, for any of you guys that can't quite grasp it and you want to, ask any of your black friends or Mexican friends or anybody what it's like to walk into a small town McDonald's.
That's right.
And what their parents have told them about that and where you avoid. Just think about that and ask yourself that question, because it's really not that hard to reach, and it will shock you and it will upset you. And so that's my story.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So hey, if you're just joining us, we're just making room for people to share their stories, and then we're going to have the Brothers of Brass play one more time. So this is our next speaker, so continue to stay engaged and stay focused, because every story is important, every story matters right now.
Sorry, I don't really feel comfortable taking off my mask, but I'm really nervous, but I'm choosing to use these nerves as a chance to, get my voice out there. There's a lot I want to say. I guess the first thing I want to say is, if you are white, you shouldn't hate yourself. None of us chose how we came into this world.
That's right.
So it's not your fault that you do have automatic privilege, but use your privilege to help those that are out of disprivilege. And although it's great that George Kelly's got charged, I just want you to know that this is not the end. We need to keep fighting, we must keep pushing. The system needs to change, and I know a lot of people don't know what that means, but that means law enforcement, that means the institutions like schools, the workforce, everything, because racism runs deep. And the only way for it to somewhat get better is if we make the change now. And maybe I won't see it in my lifetime, but for the future kids that grow up, there's a possibility if we do the work now, they won't have to see it. So, yeah. Thank you.
This is really scary, and there's a lot of people, but I just wanted to get up here and express something. I was driving down to Denver with my friend. I'm very white, as you all can see. She's also very white, and just talking about racism. And it's frustrating for me. It's not something that impacts me directly, and I was reflecting upon, like, why am I here? Why am I here if it doesn't impact me directly? And what occurred to me is, like, nothing about my skin color, nothing about me inherently is better than another human being. And it's frustrating that, like, this country, people came over to speak their truth and to practice what they wanted to and to be free. So why, like, fucking 200 years later, like, why isn't that the standard for everybody? That's all. Thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm not usually someone to share my story, but I feel like it's very important in this group to do that. People often think that George Floyd's situation was a Minneapolis problem, and that's not the case. Just a couple of years ago, literally a few blocks from here, I was going to a friend's house and I was pulled over in a car to go, a smart car. Very small, like unassuming type of car. And I was speeding, I didn't realize it, but I was speeding. And the police officer came over and asked my license registration. And my license, it was a rental car by the minute. I didn't know where the registration was. And so I explained, hey, here's my license. I have to look for the registration. And if you've been in a smart car before, there's no glove compartment. So I reach over, realize there's no glove compartment. I look back and the police officer immediately pulls a gun on me. And that was the first time it happened. It actually happened every year since I turned 20 prior to that, so a total of 5 times. And my fear is that when I eventually have children, that they will face the same sort of thing. When I was 13, I had the police talk 5 times. When I was 17, I had a sex talk once. And that wasn't because people don't care or whatever. It's more just like, this was an issue before Trayvon Martin, this was an issue before Sandra Bland, an issue for so many people. And it's amazing to see all of you out here and actually caring about the struggles that some of us face and wanting to change that substantially. Give a clap for yourselves. My hope is that this energy transforms into things beyond today, beyond this moment, that there's actual legislation passed, that there's maybe the funding of police in the way we police ourselves. I really hope that I will not have to give to my children the same talk that I had 5 times before I turned 13, because they were more concerned about me dying from police than they were about me having children before I was ready. And I really, really hope that you are listening to these stories, people that are up here, and actually trying to make a difference, because if not, we'll be here again. And I don't want to be here again.
Cool, we're gonna welcome back the Brothers of Brass to play again. And hey, I'll just say this real quick, because I've heard a lot of people saying, well, why are we playing music? Why are we doing all this stuff? And I just want to say, like, hey, in the face of adversity, it is also a protest to choose joy and hope, you know? So we're allowing them to play because we just believe, hey, there's freedom in expression today. So we're sharing stories. You might hear things you agree with, things you don't agree with, but it's okay today, you know? All right, so they're gonna play again, and then also stick around because we're gonna have more stories shared later.
All right, y'all with me. Black lives matter. Black dreams matter. Black history matters. Black hope matters. All right. Thank y'all so much for that. I'm going to read y'all a little something that I wrote the other night at Cheeseman, which was a crazy night. I don't know if any of y'all were there. But, all right. The hope of walking through our streets, not as warriors for survival, but as warriors of love, of the mind, creators of our own futures and our own destinies that are currently being stolen from us. Today, our reality is one of fear, living from one coping mechanism to another under the heel of an oppressor who had the audacity to not only convince us that happiness is an exterior material commodity, but that the greatest obstacles to achieving it is competition from our own community, our own work ethic, and our own degrees of privilege. The social contract was written without us. It was written behind closed doors. One day, we will open those doors. We will open the doors to the hearts and minds of the people that have left them closed since the dawn of recorded history, and we are fighting a war that has been waging for generations, and it is our duty to win. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We will love and support one another.
We will love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We will love and support one another.
We will love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
So give it up for yourselves right now. Remember, let's feel left, let's feel right. That is the movement. We are the movement. Together, we're together. Okay. We got to bring it. What's up? All right. Okay. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit, because we actually are going to play this song now. It's called Street Politics. It's a song that was written out of our frustrations dealing with police as street musicians. So we've been street musicians for years. We've been dealing with racist cops and their policies for a long time. And in many instances using it against them, you know, taking them to court and winning on First Amendment grounds. This man right here is a fascinating individual. Khalil Simon. Let's give it up for Khalil real quick. Traveled the whole country, fucking the man up wherever he goes, and then settled up in Denver, so that's what he's doing here. So here we go. This song's called Street Politics, y'all, and if you like it, hey, everybody in the back right here, if y'all want to come forward a little bit, that would be, I know there's shade and stuff, but if you can stand the sun, They help us a lot. Also, y'all sitting down. If anybody wants to sit up and occupy some of this space, occupy being a, not a pun. Let's do this shit, y'all. Let's occupy Denver.
It's a peaceful protest for the people oppressed. They want to take your rights away, not today. It's a peaceful protest for the people oppressed. They want to take your rights away, not today. Come on, it's a peaceful protest for the people oppressed. They want to take our rights away, not today. It's a peaceful protest for the people oppressed. They want to take our rights away. You gotta sing it, bro. It's a peaceful protest for the people oppressed. They want to take our rights away. It's a peaceful protest for the people oppressed. They want to take our rights away.
Thank you.
Y'all give it up for the band one time, y'all. Give it up, give it up. Y'all give it up for Sean, y'all. He the one that came up with it. Y'all give it up for him. Give it a big round of applause. Y'all having a good time out there? I said, are y'all really having a good time out there? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna keep it. Oh, thank you for the tips, y'all. We are accepting the tips right here in these buckets, y'all. We do have Venmo at the Brothers of Brass official. Yes, yes, yes. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Y'all want to hear some more music? Yeah. Y'all sure y'all want to hear some more music? Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. We're gonna keep it going for y'all. We're gonna keep it going for y'all in just a minute, y'all. Yeah. I love Prince. Shoot my friend. Oh, when the cops come shoot my friend. Oh, I want to walk through the city. Oh, when the cops come shoot my friend. Say it with us. Oh, when the cops come shoot my friend. Oh, when the cops come shoot my friend. All I want to walk through the city. Oh, when the cops come shoot my friend. Woo! Oh, mama don't want no trumpets playing around here. I said, mama said that Tweety hurt her ear. I said, they don't care what mama said, they gonna Tweety anyway. Mama don't want no trumpets playing around here. respect to all the mothers out there. Shout out to all the mothers in the world. Thank you so much. Mama has a real long day that all of us stay there. We not trying to get rid of it. Shout out to Mama. 1, 2, 1, 2. We had a DLP from the 303, y'all. Thank you. Y'all want to hear some more good music? Yeah! Ask me if I got water. Anyone have water? To the person that said no, I'm sorry about that, but we're going to keep playing.
In the cooler.
Thank you.
I just want to say, ain't 2020 been the craziest fucking year ever? Like quarantine. Everybody doing all right out there? Everybody made it through quarantine? Alright, Sean. Well, we're here together. We're done something. Maybe one day Denver will be like New Orleans, you know, about music in the streets, and we'll be drinking in the streets. After this, we'll have a cultural renaissance, you know, Denver people be coming from. We're already the Midwest Mecca, you know. How many of y'all here from somewhere in the Midwest? Yep. I'm one of those Cali transplants, so you heard about how good it was out here. Alright, y'all, we got one for you. This is for surviving the pandemic. on trombone. Give it up for Tom. Give it up for Alex. He's like, guys, we put it out, so just come play with us, and they came there to slide it. Trombone, what's up? Y'all, what's up? Here we go.
Lay it down, Kaminsky!
One more time, say whoa. Come on, say Once again, y'all, we are the BLB from 303, y'all, the Brothers of Brass. Y'all, give it up for the man one more time, y'all. Give it up for yourself, y'all. Without y'all, wouldn't be able to be out here giving y'all this good news, y'all. Give it up for yourself, y'all. Y'all can do way better than I said. Give it up for yourself. Give it up, give it up, give it up. That's right, so we probably gonna play 1 or 2 more tunes, and then we're gonna let some more speakers come up. Thank you for all the tips that you guys given us. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Venmo at Brothers of Brass Official. Y'all want some more one more song? Y'all want one more song? We got one more song for you.